Hello, welcome to the Balanced Feminine YouTube channel. Thanks for checking it out. I have a twin flame reading here, you guys, and it's all about today how they felt when they met you, what happened, like how they're feeling and what their thoughts were when the separation happened, and then how they're feeling now. So this is a twin flame soulmate and separation reading. Take the messages that resonate for you and leave the other ones, the ones that don't, for those who were meant to hear those messages today. And then if something doesn't resonate with you, then, tap in and listen to your intuition and see what it's trying to tell you, your own message that it's trying to tell you. And then that way we can use our energy together and get the most out of this reading. So yeah, your intuition matched with, my channel messages, the cards that are coming through, and we're going to get some really good answers here today. All right, so first of all, feelings and thoughts for your person. So this could be the masculine or the feminine. It depends who you are. So what were their feelings when you first met? With that, we got mind games and control, the 5 of Swords, and the Chariot charging ahead, but in reversed. So this is the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon that I'm using. Love it. And then I got some clarifiers with the Good Tarot, or not the Good Tarot, the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Okay, so how they felt when you first met. Like, was it love at first sight? Were they like, did they feel like an instant connection? Did they feel like they were unsure? Did they feel like they, what were they feeling? And with the 5 of Swords, the mind games and control. And then the Chariot reverse, charging ahead. It tells me that, to me, that says, and see how this resonates for you, what you might think of that, or what it means. Like, that maybe mind games and control was something, it could have been an energy that they were still in, or something that they were used to in the past. And then with the Chariot charging ahead, it's something that they're like moving away from because it's reversed, or because of mind games and control, something to that effect, they weren't rushing into anything, because the Chariot's like moving ahead, making progress like swiftly, like quickly, right? So because it's reversed, it could be that they weren't looking to rush into anything, so they're taking their time because for some reason, something that has to do with these mind games and control, or something that they're moving away from, because with the reverse, they're not moving towards it, they're moving away. So they're either moving away from mind games and control, or they are not looking to rush into anything because of mind games and control. So for a further clarifier for that, I got moving on. Which, this is a mental card. So this is the 5, it's clarifying the 5 of Swords and then the Chariot, which is the major arcana. So then we got the 6, and in this deck, this would be the 6 of Swords. So this is moving on, moving away from something, so that clarifies the Chariot. Like, they're moving away. They're tired of the mind games and control. That's something that they're trying to get away from. So that's what that clarifier tells me. So I'm gonna say that that's something that they were used to, and maybe they were like, oh, like, maybe, they met you and they were like interested, but they're like, but I'm just so tired of the mind games and control, like I don't even think I want to like pursue anything, That's what I get. Alrighty. The next question here is, why it didn't work out? Like, what were their feelings? What were their thoughts? Like, why it didn't work out when this separation happened? Like, what was it? And interesting card that came out was the 10 of Cups, contentment and joy. It's like your total emotional fulfillment. You're like your 10 of Cups. Like, you're, your dream relationship. So what does that mean when we're asking, like, why it didn't work out? What were they feeling? If they felt that it was the Ten of Cups and it was their contentment and joy, then why did this separation happen? So what I got for a clarifier here is recognition and reward. So what does this Ten of Cups, contentment and joy mean when we're asking, like, what they're feeling, what they're thinking when the separation happened and why it didn't work out? If they were feeling and thinking the Ten of Cups, contentment and joy, well, then why didn't it work out? Like, does this mean that they recognize that this was their Ten of Cups, contentment and joy? Like, did they see it, or does it mean something else? So then the clarifier is coming through, like, yes, they did recognize recognition and reward. They did recognize that this was contentment and joy, that this was an opportunity for their Ten of Cups, for like a beautiful connection, a beautiful relationship. So why would someone run from that? Well, how does it resonate for you? The messages that, the channel messages that I'm getting for that is that they weren't ready. Maybe they were like, it's too good to be true, or they self-sabotaged. Something happened. They weren't ready to pursue something because maybe they were really hurt in the past. Maybe because of these mind games and control, the past that they were trying to get away from, they're just like, oh, maybe I just need more time. And like, I see that this is somebody, you're somebody that I could have everything with, and this contentment and joy, but like, I recognize that, but still a separation happened. So what happened? Was it their call? Was it something else that happened between you guys? Was it something that you did? That's going to be your call. You're the only one who knows that. You're the only one who knows why it happened, why you guys went into separation. But what I can tell you here is that they, through that separation, they recognized that this contentment and joy, this Ten of Cups. So wherever it didn't work, they still recognize this. So it didn't not work because they were like, well, there's nothing there. Okay? They knew there was something there. And it didn't work out for whatever reason it did for your individual, your situation. Maybe they weren't ready. Maybe they weren't expecting to meet their Ten of Cups. Maybe they were a little confused about what they wanted, and maybe it was too intense. Maybe they were like, whoa, like Ten of Cups, like, really? Like, this person, is this amazing? Like, is it too good to be true? Is it, and they're just like, oh, I'm not having it. Maybe that's what happened. Like, they just didn't want to see it. So how are they feeling now? Now that you're in separation, and we got the Strength in reverse, which is restraint in this deck. It says restraint. So you can see this lion, he's like licking his wounds, he's restrained, he's hiding away. So yeah, he's got like these like battle scars. So yeah, this just like clarifies further for me that like they were like restraining themselves, like holding themselves back. They're holding themselves back. Even though they saw this Ten of Cups and this contentment and joy, they recognized that, and maybe they recognized too that there wasn't going to be mind games and control, or maybe there was. Like, either way, they recognized there's something special here, something significant, and now they're feeling this restrained, like they want to go towards you, but they're holding themselves back because they maybe they're still healing through whatever happened in this situation, so they're feeling restrained. And then the clarifiers for that were heartache and loss. So yeah, they are still healing. Either they know that they hurt you, or they feel they lost you, or they feel this heartache and loss. It could go either way. It could go both ways. They feel that this is how they made you feel, or this is how they're feeling. But this is how they're feeling now. So they have this restraint. They're licking their wounds. They're feeling this heartache and loss, and probably because they did recognize it was their contentment and joy. And maybe a good amount of time has gone on, and they're seeing it even that much more clearly, but for some reason they're not moving towards you because you're in separation, and they're holding themselves back. And it's because they either think that they've hurt you too much and they've lost you, or that they're just and maybe they're also feeling that heartache and loss for themselves too, because that is what they're feeling now, and that's what I got. And then I got another clarifier for that, and I got spiritual union. So they're feeling that you, like, this is the two, like, coming together, like yin and yang, twin flame and energy. Like, this is spiritual union. Like, they're feeling this, like, something really magical between the two of you when you two come together. They feel that. So they're feeling this heartache and this loss because they lost this 10 of Cups. They're holding themselves back because maybe they don't want to hurt you again. And they're feeling, I'm getting that they're really feeling some emotions, because this is an emotional card. And then you had that heartache and loss. They're feeling something in their heart, like their heart's opening up to this connection is what I'm seeing. Maybe they feel like they missed an opportunity for true love, for that spiritual union, like that card suggests. So what are their regrets then? This is how they're feeling, and they've gone through the separation with you because whatever happened, whatever caused that, regardless that they weren't ready to rush into anything, and they were, getting over some pains of the past, maybe like a past relationship before they met you, where they had mind games control and they were tired and they were over it, and they just weren't having it. And then even though they saw like this potential with you, they were just like, whatever happened, and to put them into this state of heartache and loss, and then recognizing the spiritual union, spiritual connection, but they're holding themselves back. So what regrets are coming with this for them? And with that, I got emotional mastery, King of Cups, satisfaction and wish fulfillment, and then the imprisonment, Eight of Swords. So King of Cups, emotional mastery. So why would you regret emotional mastery? Would you regret that you didn't have that emotional connection, that you didn't open up to them in your emotions, that you didn't have your emotions mastered? They didn't have that at the time. They weren't emotionally available, maybe because they were still healing from these mind games in the past, and they're regretting that they didn't come forward in their emotions, that they didn't express their emotions, that they didn't listen to their heart, that they didn't honor their emotions when they recognized that this was their 10 of Cups. And so now they feel like they've lost something really special, and now they're regretting that this was their satisfaction and wish fulfillment. And they're regretting not having the emotional stability and openness and to connect with you, and regretting that because that was a satisfaction and wish fulfillment. Like that, this is the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Like they're right next to each other. They're regretting this, and there's this imprisonment card that keeps coming up so much, and that just reminds me of this restraint. Like they're regretting holding themselves back from this opportunity because now they're really feeling it. They're really feeling this loss, and like it was something destined or something special, and they regret holding themselves back. They regret holding their emotions back. They regret holding themselves back from this 9, 10 of Cups, that imprisonment. Like, what was it? Whatever it was that was sabotage, maybe, they sabotaged the relationship and that's why the separation happened. Maybe a lot of it had to do with their actions or their emotional instability, or their being closed off. And they regret that. And that was clarified by the destiny. Like, they know that this is destined. They regret, like I said, that 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Like, they regret holding themselves back from what they see as their destiny. Like, they see that this means something. This means something, and they're in a heartache and lost state, recognizing this, because it's like not only did they recognize the contentment and joy in the beginning, but now it's like even more so, maybe because of the separation, they're feeling an even stronger like connection or pull, like gravitation towards you now that you're gone, right? Like they just can't they just can't shake it, that they're like, I just lost this opportunity because I held myself back. Why? Because I didn't master my emotions. I wasn't emotionally available. I wasn't open. I wasn't listening to my heart when I knew. And now I regret that, because destiny. I imprisoned myself from this satisfaction, wish fulfillment, and what I see is my destiny, what they see is their destiny, and they regret that. So, yeah, not feeling and trusting their heart, like they missed this opportunity for their destiny. Again, like they were just closed off. They didn't want to see it at the time, and now they're feeling it. Now they're like, they can't ignore it. Now their heart and their soul knows, and they can't ignore it. That's like what the cards are saying. I know it sounds like pretty fucking deep and incredible, but it is what it is. So, okay, so next we get a message from them. So your person's higher self, what they would tell you, if they could tell you right now, a message from your person's higher self. What is their message for you? A message from them. And I got the Divine Masculine reverse. So there they are. Because I'm guessing the majority, it's like 95% of my viewers or something like that are Divine Feminine. So here they are. They want to come through and tell you something, that they're here. But they're upside down. They're not complete. They're not coming forward. They have a message for you, and they're here, and this clarifies that this is the person coming through with this message. And what is this message about? What is it? Okay, here they are. And the clarifiers for that were the Three of Cups, rejoice in celebration. Like they want to come together, they want to celebrate something with you. Or maybe they're coming together with their tribe, they're meeting people. And then I also got the sacral chakra, which is like the feminine energy, sexuality, passion, creativity. This is feminine. So what I get from this, what their higher self would tell you right now, is telling you right now, is that the masculine is ready for that feminine energy, because the masculine is upside down to be upright and balanced and coming forward as the balanced masculine. They need that yin and yang. And the clarifiers here are coming together, rejoicing in celebration, celebrating this union, and then the sacral chakra, which is feminine energy. So it's like, what would make this emperor, this divine masculine, like, you know, whole and complete, is that feminine energy, like that yin and yang. So I'm just seeing that they want to come together, and they want to rejoice and celebrate what this connection is. They want to celebrate your feminine energy. They're like recognizing your energy and the need for them to have that energy and to celebrate that in order for them to feel complete and to feel balanced. Yeah, they want that feminine energy. They're tapping into their sexuality and their sacred needs, and they want to come together. That's what I'm getting, and have that yin and yang, that balance. They're really feeling like they're in their masculine, they're in their divine masculine, but the only thing that's missing, and it's like that coming together in that sacral chakra, that feminine energy, and celebrating that feminine energy. Wow. So next, what do they think of the future? Like when they think of the future with you, what does that look like, and how does that make them feel? So their thoughts on a future with you right now, okay? We got the Two of Pentacles, which is the balancing act. You can see this woman. I'm not really sure if this is true, but like I see like she's crossing like this huge body of water with like these big waterfalls in the background, and like if she falls she's gonna like be, you know, taken under and drown. But this woman's like balancing so carefully to get to the other side. So balancing act. And the Knight of Wands, passionate adventure. We've seen this a lot lately. Actually, we've seen all of these a lot lately. And then the scarcity mindset. The Four of Pentacles. So that's like, you know, they don't want to lose out. Like they're keeping this balance. Like if they come towards you too quickly or too passionately, like they risk losing everything. So it's like it's fragile, this connection to them. Like the future with you is fragile as it is now because of everything that's happened. And everything that it's showing here that they feel and that they're realizing. And yeah, they're like, have I lost this person? If I come at them in the wrong way, like this passionate adventure that I'm feeling. Sorry, my ex just called me and I cut out the video. Okay, so if you, how weird during this video. Okay, so if you, if they come at you with this passionate adventure energy, that is a mouthful. Passionate adventure energy. Okay. Is that going to set them back? Is that going to ruin everything? So they're like holding on to like this, they're balancing this, like, how do I go about this so that she doesn't fall off, so that, you know, she's just trying to get to the other side here. Like, I'm just trying to get her to hang on. Like, I want this passionate adventure. This is the thoughts and feelings towards the future. But I'm afraid of losing it. They're afraid of losing their footing. They're afraid of losing it. They're afraid of losing this girl. They're afraid of losing you. They want this passionate adventure, but they're like, how do I do it? How do I balance this? How do I go about this? Like, and you know, in the traditional tarot, the Two of Pentacles is actually also the like balancing like work and play, right? So that might be something that they're thinking of the future. Like, how do I come at this passionate adventure? How do I come towards this? How do they come towards you in a way that they can still balance their career and balance this love for you, or their future with you? How do they come forward with a future with you that enables them to balance that love and career and without losing anything? Because they're like, it's like they're afraid to take a risk. That's what I'm seeing. They're afraid to take a risk. They're like, well, if I go for her, it might sacrifice or compromise something in my career. Like they're thinking or like contemplating like all these changes that it would require in their life to go for this passionate adventure, even though like this is what they feel in their heart and their soul, and it's like they can't freaking ignore it. They can't ignore it. It's all over these cards. They can't ignore it. They're like, I need it, but I'm afraid of all these things. They're like, all these other factors, all these other things to consider. How do I do this? How do I do this without losing them, without losing you? How do they do this without losing you? Without losing, you know, maybe their money or their career or some sort of stability. There's just some things here that they're trying to balance in order to go for this passionate adventure and not lose anything. So, you know, this would be like rushing in, but they're not. They want to, but it's like, it's fragile. Like I said, it's fragile. It requires balance, and it's like all could be lost if they don't walk this line. All could be lost, but their heart wants to just rush towards you. Like, they gotta have you. They don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose you to someone else, right? And finally, how does all that make them feel? And we got the Two of Cups, which is divine partnership, which is a duplicate, because the Two of Cups came up, and how they feel now is that you're a spiritual union. And that's how they feel about your future. Like, they're bringing how they feel now is what they're thinking about for the future. Like, how do we do this? Twin flame. How do we do this? So that is so incredibly, incredibly beautiful. Whatever happened, whatever your separation was, you know, maybe you had no idea what they thought of you. Maybe they never told you how they felt, really. And like, you feel like there's something, but they told you otherwise, or like you never had that conversation, or whatever your circumstances are. If these are resonating for you, this is pretty deep, pretty unbelievable, and like so much love here. There's regret. There's the recognition of this contentment and joy, this spiritual union, like this Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups and Two of Cups. Those are like the best cards you can get for a love reading. And you got the 9 and the 10 and the 2 twice. And the 3 of Cups. And you got Destiny. And King of Cups. Wow. Yeah, they did recognize this, but they held themselves back. They hurt you, they lost you. They're feeling it because now they're seeing, not only was there this 10 of Cups opportunity that I wasn't ready for, that we got split apart somehow, however that was. Not only did I see that that was an opportunity for contentment and joy, but now I see, and now I feel. I'm speaking from your person, right? Now I see and now I feel this heartache and loss. This Two of Cups, this is my spiritual union. This is my twin flame. This is my person. This is something I can't shake. This is something that I can't get out of my feels. As much as I was closed off before, and I regret that, I knew it was my satisfaction and wish fulfillment, and I held myself back from my destiny, and I regret that. And I'm feeling in my energy now, and I'm ready to share life with someone. I'm ready to be divine masculine, and I'm ready to complete that yin and yang. But what's out of balance here is I don't have my 3 of Cups. I don't have this to celebrate. I can't celebrate this because I don't have my feminine. I don't have that nurturing, that spiritual, that sexual, sacred, feminine. This is what I need. And this makes me think of the future in this way, that this is a passionate adventure that I want to rush towards. But I'm afraid of losing you. I'm afraid of how to proceed. I'm not sure how to proceed. This is delicate. This is fragile. It means so much to me. This is my destiny, and I can't shake it. And I know now. I feel now, and I know now in my heart and soul that you are, this is my divine partnership. You are my 2 of Cups. So I hope you guys love this. Please comment, please like. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. And I'm also on Instagram. The handle is @thebalanced_feminine. I love when you follow and subscribe and like and comment. It all really helps others like you find my messages and find my videos. And I just love the feedback. I love it. I love connecting with you. I love what I do. I love sharing this wisdom through the cards, and I love this twin flame journey. So I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to the next video. I really hope you like this style of reading, like how they felt, how they feel. Like I really liked it. I think it went really, really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did, and I hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you next time.